It's hot. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you 4 of my favorite vegan breakfasts. I know that ever since I did my diet update video, you guys have been asking me what I'm having for breakfast and what, you know, blah blah. So I thought I would show you what I've been eating for breakfast. Let's get into the video. Okay, so first recipe is muesli, which is perfect because it is summertime here in Australia, which I know is pretty confusing for the rest of the world. Anyway, so I put 3 cups of oats into a bowl and half a cup of some sliced almond. Now I like to make this in big batches so that I have some spare in the cupboard and I can just grab it when I want it. Then I put some cinnamon and some vanilla powder and mix it up and bake it in the oven for about 5 or 10 minutes until it is nice and golden brown. Then when that is done, I carefully take them and put them into a bowl. As you can see, would not recommend trying that because usually I would have spilt it. Then I add in a cup of quinoa puffs and a cup of rice puffs. And I also put in some of these rice bran pellet things. They kind of add a really nice crunch to the dish. Then I also add in some raisins and some dried apricot that I slice up to add some sweetness. Oh, there is the rice bran cereal. So it looks like that. For those of you who don't know what it is, kind of looks like chicken food pellets, but I swear it tastes really good. Then I put the desired amount that I want for breakfast into a bowl. It's actually really filling, so I love it. And then I put the rest into a jar and store it for whenever I want to have it for breakfast. Again, it's great, really. As for toppings, I usually put some sort of fruit, so some strawberries, some banana, some designated coconut on top, and of course, soy milk, or usually soy or almond milk. I love Bon Soy, it's my favorite soy milk. And I've also been loving putting some coconut yogurt on top. I only recently discovered the Nudie coconut yogurt and it's really delicious, so I put that on top as well and it's amazing. Next up is my favorite toast. Now I only recently started having toast again for breakfast and I love it. I feel really good and really satisfied, but I always make sure that my bread is good quality bread. This is a wholemeal sourdough toast with no added crap. It's just, you know, good stuff in the ingredients, so make sure you avoid high sodium ones or ones that have extra oil or preservatives or any of that stuff. I keep it in the freezer and I just take out what I need. I usually have about 3 slices for breakfast. It is really filling, the wholemeal sourdough, and yeah, love it. This is the magic combination that I have on it: tahini and strawberry jam. I always use hulled tahini and I love this jam because it doesn't have any added refined sugar or anything. It's just fruit, which is great. Yeah, and then I just spread it on like so. The tahini has to go first and I keep my tahini out of the fridge so that it spreads easy. Then I put on the strawberry jam and yeah, it's pretty straightforward, but it is delicious. And of course I have to have a cup of tea with it. My tea of choice is, can you guess? Chai, of course. And I have it with some Bon Soy, of course. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So yes, that's my tea and toast. Make sure you try the tahini and strawberry jam and let me know if you like it. Next up is an acai bowl, and as you guys know, I've said I'm not eating as much fruit as I used to. However, I still have an acai bowl when I feel like it. So I usually put in about 2 packets of the frozen acai. I usually buy the unsweetened version, and then I also add in about 2 frozen bananas and blend it in a high-speed blender until it's nice and creamy and smooth. However, I also used a new brand this particular day, and I think it's the Sambazon brand, and it was horrible. Like it was so bad. And as you can see, it's kind of like a brown color instead of like a nice acai color, purple color, and it just tasted horrible. Yeah, that's the brand there, Sambazon. Do not buy it. It's really bad. The Amazonia one is so much better. So yeah, usually I get that. And then I topped it off with some strawberries and some buckinis, which is like activated buckwheat, and some coconut. And yeah, usually this is really delicious and refreshing. However, today it was kind of average. Last but not least is a tofu scramble that I'm actually in love with at the moment. Now this could be a lunch or a breakfast thing, but it's perfect for the weekend or to make for friends when they come over. It is delicious. You will not miss eggs after you have this, trust me. You will need about 5 or 6 chopped mushrooms, about 2 punnets of cherry tomatoes, and about 3 cloves of garlic, 1 block of tofu, firm tofu, and 2 handfuls of baby spinach plus some curry powder. So first step, as usual, I put my cherry tomatoes into a pan and with a splash of water and just let them cook till they're nice and soft. Then I take the tofu and I break it apart until it is kind of like egg-like pieces, I guess you could say. Just make sure it's all nice and crumbled up like so. Then once the tomatoes are nice and soft, should take about 10 minutes, I go ahead and add in the mushrooms and also the garlic. Give it a mix around and pop the lid back on to let it cook for another few minutes before you add in the tofu. And this is actually a portion for me and Tim, just so you know. So if it's just one of you, you might want to halve it. If not, I don't know, whatever. And then I add in the curry powder. I like to add in a generous amount, as you can see. And then I just let that cook for another 5 or 10 minutes to make sure that the spices are cooking in. And then I add in the spinach and just put the lid on for a few minutes until it's wilted through like that, and it looks so good. I'm actually really craving this right now. Now I like to have it on 2 pieces of sourdough. You can have it on rice or bread or whatever you like, really. Yeah, and then just go ahead and pop it on, and of course the best part of it all, which is the avocado, and finish it off with some black pepper, of course. And there you have it, guys. That is it. Seriously, I highly recommend you try it because it is delicious. I am in love. And then when I sit down to eat it, I usually put on some ketchup, tomato sauce, but I was out of that, so I tried sriracha and that also worked, of course. Yeah, and it was amazing. Alright, so I hope you guys enjoyed that. I hope you found some inspiration to make your own vegan breakfasts. And always remember that, you know, I work from home, so I can kind of have breakfast, lunch, whenever I would like. But if you have to leave the house and, you know, have to spend the day out or whatever, always make sure that you have a big breakfast to keep yourself fully satisfied and full and energized throughout the day until lunchtime. So regardless of whatever my portion sizes were in that, make sure that you eat enough for you, and you don't have to feel guilty about that whatsoever, because these are healthy, lean foods that you can have for breakfast, plant-based foods, so eat up. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up for me. Oh, please comment down below your favorite vegan breakfast, because I would love to know. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.